Hello everybody, this is Joshua Krieger at Krieg Sports Talk, and before I get into this video, I want you guys to subscribe, turn your post notifications on, and give this video a thumbs up. So in today's video, we are going to talk about the Rockets-Lakers game and the Celtics-Bucks game. Now these were two big games for both these teams. The Lakers in particular, the Bucks Celtics, this could be a potential playoff matchup. So let's start with the Rockets Lakers game. Now this was a very close game, 111 to 106. But I think towards the first half it was not playoff LeBron, but in the second half we saw LeBron come to what we normally see of LeBron, and he showed why he's the best, one of the best basketball players in today's game, if not the best. He had 8 points in the final 8 minutes with a really important assist with 2 minutes left to Reggie Bullock. Now, I didn't talk about Reggie Bullock in my trade deadline, but he was another big acquisition for the Lakers. I think they gave up a second-round pick for a dude that's going to provide shooting, which the Lakers need shooting. He's shooting 40-something. I think it's 40-something% from three. He's got very good free throw percentage, so that's going to help boost the Lakers in that department. What was interesting was they made 81% of their free throws, which that's important. You got to make free throws down the stretch, and they did that. LeBron finished with 28 points. I would say I would give him an A- for what he did. He just gave what we normally see out of LeBron during the playoffs, and I gave him an A- because of his slow start. I would give him an A if he had a better start, but I'm going to give him an A- because he really made up for it in the second half. Now, another good thing about this game was you saw Brandon Ingram flash a little bit. He had 27 points. He got a really big shot with an and one, and you kind of show why Ingram was the number 2 pick in the 2016 NBA draft. I think Ingram is one of those players that a lot of people thought he would blossom with LeBron being on their team, but he just hasn't. Kyle Kuzma has outplayed him. And speaking of which, Kyle Kuzma had a very good game too. Not one of his best, but a good game, 27 points. And Kuzma, he can score from anywhere, and he can play off the ball a little bit too, which is nice because LeBron needs players that play off the ball. Now, this is just the start of what the Lakers need. They need to seriously make up some ground on the Kings. The Kings they're one game within the Kings, and then the Clippers are currently in the playoffs. But as much as I like the Clippers, I think they're going to go into tanking mode, and they are going to try and keep their first-round pick, because if they get into the playoffs, they don't get their first-round pick. If they don't get in the playoffs, they get their first-round pick. So really, I feel the Lakers have a good shot. I'm going to the playoffs. The Clippers, I feel they're going to go into tanking mode. And it's going to be between the Kings and the Lakers for that number 8 spot. And maybe the 7th spot becomes up for grabs. I'm not sure. But this was a very good game by LeBron. I know there was some officiating stuff. And I was watching Matt Barnes on the Colin Cowherd show. And apparently this dude's pretty arrogant from a former player. So I can get why these players are mad. And he made a good point that the refs really aren't the people that are part of. Fans don't pay to see the refs. They pay to see the players. So the officiating was ishy. It was just pretty sad. But the Lakers pulled out a win, and this is just going to be the start of their playoff push. Now, let's go to another big game that happened, Celtics-Bucks game. Now, this isn't as big as the Rockets-Lakers game, but it was a big game that happened last night, or 2 nights ago. The Giannis dunked a lot. During that beginning stretch, I think Giannis had 3 dunks, because what happened was the Celtics came out to a really big lead. Bucks chipped away at that, and then third quarter, the Celtics had to overcome a Bucks lead. And the Celtics ultimately lost the game, but it was close. It was a good, tough-nosed defensive battle with 2 very good defensive teams. Al Horford is the leader of that defense. Marquise Morris and Marcus Smart are 2 very good defenders. Jason Tatum is a good defender. Kyrie is not the best defender, but he's not a terrible defender. Brook Lopez is the anchor of the Bucks defense. Giannis can guard 1 through 5. It was a very good, tough-nosed defensive battle. No, Giannis is upgrading his MVP ladder to James Harden levels. He had 30 points, and he's scoring a lot, but he's adding 13 rebounds. He's averaging over 10 rebounds a game. He's probably going to end up leading his team in rebounds this season, and he's not a center. He's just playing remarkably, and that's why Giannis, when I did my NBA midseason awards, he is definitely in the running for the MVP award. Now, their acquisition, Mirotic, he had a decent game. In 13 minutes, he had 8 points, 3 rebounds. He hit 2 pretty key threes. So it was a good thing for the Bucks. Try to get him into the rotation, get your rotation set, so that way when it comes playoff time, Bucks can hopefully make a run at the NBA championship. Now the Celtics, it was pretty scoring well. A lot of people were in double figures, but I feel Kyrie hit a couple big shots late, but he didn't close as much as I thought have. I think Kyrie Irving's one of the best closers in the NBA, but he just didn't do that. Now, what's interesting was there were 79 threes in this game. It was 39 for the Bucks, 40 for the Celtics. That's just a tremendous amount of threes. They both made 14. So, really, they made the same free throws, but I think what the game came down to was the Bucks out-rebound the Celtics by 5, which that's 5 extra possessions that you gave yourself for the Bucks, which is pretty big. The Celtics, now, does this change my Eastern Conference teams? It really doesn't change too much, because I really like the Bucks. I really do. I think the Bucks are a top 4 team, but I really think the Philly starting 5 is going to overpower people. I realize their bench didn't play well last night, 2 nights ago, but I still feel the 76ers have a very good star-powered starting 5, and that will overcome their bench problems. And the Celtics are just big in close games. They can beat the Raptors in close games. The Raptors cannot beat I don't think the Raptors have beaten the Celtics. The 76ers, dating back to the playoffs last season, they are 2-10 against the Celtics. The Celtics are very good in big games, and part of that is the Celtics have a closer. The Philadelphia 76ers really don't have a closer, but I still put them over Giannis, because really we haven't seen the Bucks. We haven't seen a lot of these players in the playoffs closing, and we'll see what Giannis does in the playoffs. A lot of criticism about Giannis is he has not had much postseason success. So if Giannis is going to want to elevate himself, he is going to have to play well in the playoffs. If he does not, he's going to be a top 5 NBA player, but he's not going to be in one of the best players conversations because he does not have the awards to go with it. So, just to recap both games, the Lakers put together a very good game. They beat a very talented Rockets team. LeBron is now in playoff mode, and we'll see what happens as the end of the year progresses for the Lakers. The Celtics-Bucks was a very good playoff matchup that I think it's going to be in the playoffs. It's going to come down to who can win close games, and we'll see which team wins that. Obviously, the Bucks won that last night, but we'll see what happens with the Celtics moving forward. So that is the end of this video today. Please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, turn those post notifications on so that every time I do upload, you'll get that video right away. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.